Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will have a video. Some of you have seen this place already. From right across the street from Bolshoi Theater. This is Karol Marx, if you're wondering who's the statue. And if you go this way, right here, you see this building. This is Four Seasons on the other side. It takes you to Red Square. And right behind me is one of the most iconic hotels in Moscow, the Metropole Hotel. Today, guys, the video will be a little bit different because this will be about my take on three topics. Of course, based on some facts, but it will be a little bit more from observation of the Polish person, as I am. I'm actually citizen of the world, I say, but born in Poland, Slavic blood. Three topics I would like to cover today. What countries will be sending troops to Ukraine first? NATO countries. And yes, I know there are already mercenaries from the beginning, and I know that. I'm talking about now these agreements that they are trying to finalize. Second, when this will happen. Third, about the farmers, Polish farmers, and what took place in Warsaw, and a little bit more insight what's really going on there. So I hope this will bring you some value. And let's start with bringing the info for tomorrow before I forget. At noon, 12 noon, New York City time, I think it's 8 p.m. Moscow time, I will have live stream with Mr. Scott Ritter. So those of you who watch my live streams with Scott, make sure to tune in. The link is already in the community page, also on my locals community as well. Thank you, by the way, thank you to everyone who joins me on local and supports me there as well. It really means a lot to me. And let's get to those topics, guys. So, the video yesterday that was about the Prime Minister of Slovakia, Robert Fico. I think Fico is the correct way you say his last name. It's very, very important because I have a lot of respect for this man and gratitude. I understand that his position might be at stake, and even if he loses it, the world already knows what's taking place. So I have zero doubt that they will be sending NATO troops to Ukraine officially, not like they are not there already, but I'm talking on larger scale and officially. And how this will look like and what countries will be first. Well, again, I'm not an expert. I'm just one of you. Maybe some of you are experts, so please forgive me, but I think most of us who are watching me, we are not experts, but we are people who have critical thinking, who use critical thinking, who pay attention to events and connect the dots. So let's connect those dots. I think Poland, Lithuania will be first two countries that will do it. Slovakia probably was in that 3-4 countries that were, actually I think it was up to 5. Finland I think was as well. But Poland, Slovakia, Lithuania, I think that's what they were hoping for. And Czechoslovakia actually too. Now Slovakia will not join it. God bless Slovakia. Poland absolutely will do it because Polish-speaking government doesn't give a bleep about the country. It's like American prostitute, I say. Those countries, those two countries, in my opinion, will be first. And why I think it will be? Well, let's connect now the second topic, when this will happen. Why and when? Yesterday I've mentioned that Polish Parliament, the Sejm, as we call it, will have a secret session. I didn't really remember if it was already or it will be. Well, it was not yet, and it all makes sense now because the topic number one of the secret session of Sejm, behind the closed session, Parliament will discuss the issues on defense and the security of Poland. And this will be held in March. I believe 20, 21st and 22nd. That was already announced by the deputy speaker of the same, Krzysztof Bosak. So there we have this. Let's go to the key point here, which is on the 12th, as has been announced, if nothing changes, 12th of March, so less than 2 weeks from now, Polish Prime Minister, /old Prime Minister Donald Tusk and Polish President Andrzej Duda will be flying to Washington to talk to, well, not really talk to Biden, to talk to someone who pulls the strings of Biden to get the orders. So we have this. So going to my point number 2, what countries we know? We kind of know, we assume, but we kind of know. Question 2, when it will happen? If this is taking place in March, so maybe the end of March or April. Do I think they're going to announce it to Poland and then send those soldiers? No, I think some of them already are there, but I think they're actually going to send those soldiers and then announce it, which will absolutely aggravate the nation. How they gonna send them? As the peacekeepers or something of this nature, which is the undercover for what they really want to accomplish, as we know. If the lunatic is lunatic, they act out of common sense. There is no normal thinking. This is how I see it. I might be off completely. Something's gonna happen. Maybe not gonna go to according to their plan, because here is the good news. People in Poland, and please hear me out on this. I know many of you think, yes, they hate Russia, they want to do it. Here is a very important aspect that some of you know what I will be talking about, some of you because you live in, many other countries and you're not in Poland, and even if you're Polish, you don't follow politics. But 2 years ago, when they opened the borders to the refugees and all those people moved to Poland and the whole chaos has started, the sentiment towards Ukrainians was very different because of the hate towards Russia, the Russophobia, etc. Yes, many people still dislike Russia, or even many hate Russia, because they still think that what Russia is now is the same what was the USSR, Soviet Union, which we know on my channel. This is like so outdated thinking. They never been here. They have this, coming from media, etc. Where I'm going with this is, the last 2 years have shown the Polish nation how the majority of Ukrainians are. Because you can only fake the true character of yourself to the certain moment. There are many people in this world, and this comes down to also personal situations, as we know. This gives you an example of the nation. When they need something, they are nice. But when they get something, they say, screw you. So they were nice in the beginning, or at least most of them, some of them. And now they see the aggression, they see how entitled they are, they see how difficult they are, how demanding they are, etc. And they also see how the Ukrainian government is approaching Poland. So with all of these dynamics, how much it costs the Polish citizens, because they support them, Ukrainians in Poland. I mean, some of them, of course, are working, but they had a lot of privileges that Polish people didn't have. So with this sentiment, how do you think a Polish person feels? How they feel if someone tells them, hey, you go now and support Ukraine and die there. For what? So people are absolutely aware of this, and they say, why shall I go and fight for Ukraine? They don't like Ukraine. They don't like Ukrainians. They don't like Russia, a lot of them, but it's not enough for them to kill themselves on the battlefield in the name of what? So in this I see a huge, huge hope and progress. Now let's go to the Polish farmers' protest in Warsaw yesterday, during which, because I've watched many videos from that protest, yes, many thousands came. This is not about how many, it was a lot. This is about what is really taking place with this protest. So with this protest, there is a group of farmers. They call them like the traitors, farmers that want to sell the rest of the farmers for the peanuts. They want to have agreement with the government to get some money. but ultimately it will all lead to what EU wants and what Tusk wants. So there is already there is already conflict within, right? But many of those people, majority of those people are very aware what's taking place. They know the cover-up with this operation with NATO. They know what the government is planning. They are not stupid. Even during these protests, those farmers, many of them who were on stage, they were mentioning this. They were saying now they want war, they want to send us to war. What are they doing? So guys, I just want you to know that no one from government apparently went out to those protesters, to those farmers. Tusk was already, of course, out of the country because the most important for him is to be in Paris and talk to Macron and others about, who's gonna be first, because France doesn't have to send, Germany doesn't have to send, and some of you put in the comments, of course they don't have to send, because they are not directly the neighbors of Ukraine and Russia. So if you sacrifice, let's be realistic, what is the most economic to sacrifice? The country that is the closest. So here we are, Polonia, yeah, Polonais. Tusk didn't show up, no one showed up, which actually is in a way better in a way, because at least they didn't sign the stupid fake agreement that will not take farmers anywhere. On the banners, let me tell you what you could see. On the banners, they were saying Ukropolin, stop. You know what it means. Poland and Ukropol as one nation. They were saying Ukropolin, stop. They were saying F Tusk, and they were saying where is the redhead, because Tusk has red hair. Many other statements, of course. They stand for the country, we know this. But this is overall the morale in Poland right now. So I see this as a good sign. Because if they send troops, which they, I think, will, people are not going to put up with this. They're not. Absolutely not. You see, this is the farmers now. I will tell you this will be on much bigger scale. Of course, not every citizens, because many of them are brainwashed and is, lollipops and rainbows. No offense here to other sex orientations, okay? That's not the point. The point is they don't care about any other thing, many of those. There are many people who don't care about anything but consumption, lifestyle, etc. Someone said yesterday during this protest, Polish farmer protest, a farmer, he said, it was very, very moving speech. He said, there is something in life that is more important than life. And if I translate it in the best way I can, he said, there are other things in life more important than life, which means what will be the future for the generations after us. And it really made me ponder on what choices we are making in life, majority of us. So this is my take on how this looks like at this current moment. I would to give you 3 comments of the day from yesterday's video. And of course I would like to know your thoughts, because I read all of your comments. The first one is from Lot Lorien, if I said this correctly, 9068. What a difference between the Slovakian and Czech governments. One is striving for peace, another is looking for more artillery shells for the war. Can't believe they were one country not so long ago. Thank you for your comment. Next one is from no_Claude_Shat 1128. Our Prime Minister, so you from Slovakia, hello to you. Our Prime Minister Fico not only speaks against war, he's also talking openly about mayhem caused by the recent coup, that's how you put it, held producers, oh yeah, we know, coup, Szmowit, yeah. Held producers and setting up committee to investigate the effects of these safe and effective, what. And then bravo, yes, I know what. The thanky. Yeah, so you have a good prime minister, it looks like. And the last comment is from the Red Pill Scholar 560, who actually, you put a lot of comments underneath my videos, and I see you following me for quite some time, so thank you so much. I appreciate your support very much. You say, my heart goes out to the family of the USAF veteran who, in an act of ultimate courage, self-immolated to protest the genocide in Palestine. The truth is, Israel has completely purchased what used to be our government. The media too, and the fact that there has been a completely across-the-board blackout on this sad story proves that. And this is in regards to Aaron Bushnell. You know the story. I'm not sure if he was the USAF veteran. Some of you have been commenting that he was not a pilot, but nevertheless, I don't believe he had mental issues problems at all. I think the government has major mental issue problems. That's my opinion. But guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you don't mind a little bit different approach to this video today, because as someone who is from Poland and watches those events and has a little bit different understanding that most people do, especially connecting the dots and seeing things, I hope you understand what I mean by that. I appreciate you watching my videos, hitting this like, it really helps a lot the channel. Also subscribing and leaving the comments that I go through every day. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So, all the links to my platforms down below this video in the description box. Instagram, where you find more images from my travels now from Moscow and other places. Join me on Locals, please. Also join my mailing list, because it's always good to know what's happening, just in case. There is also Buy Me a Coffee, thank you so much, PayPal and Rumble. And with this being said, we close with this view. Lots of love, everyone. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye guys, see you tomorrow with Scott Ritter at noon, New York City time.